That's wonderful.
Covering news where you live, Caleb Olson, 5 News.
How special is that? Well, now that they've united, they enjoy talking on the phone, catching up on all these years they've missed out. They plan on having family time together this upcoming season, tailgating at an Arkansas Razorback football game.
All right, a live look now outside from the downtown Fort Smith camera along Garrison Avenue on the Agency on Aging. It is a yellow weather alert week still, probably till, what, Saturday, Garrett? Because that's
weather alert month.
Yeah. It's one of the hottest times we've seen in a number of years, it seems like.
Yeah, temperatures are closing in on the big century mark as this late July wraps up and we head into August. You're looking live in Springdale where it's hot and there are no pop-up showers out there. There's just a lot of heat. Heat advisories are still in effect for northwest Arkansas and the River Valley. If we get close to 110 again, we're probably going to see excessive heat warnings again for eastern Oklahoma and west central Arkansas. Hey, we got some showers going on to the north. There's a little bit out around St. Louis. Those are dropping south. Here at home, no pop-up showers to cool us down today. Will we see some tomorrow? It's possible. Probably unlikely, though. A little bit of high clouds move through in the afternoon. Temperatures are still going to be close to 100 degrees for most of us. We will get temperatures, or at least the heat index temperature, climbing above 100 pretty early, probably around lunchtime or just a little bit thereafter. Temperatures in the overnight don't get cool. The afternoon temperatures are hot, but there is some change on the way heading into the weekend. Our next rain chance is going to be with the front, which squeezes into the area from the northeast, and that's going to not only drop the rain, but drop the temperatures, probably drop a little bit of the humidity. Now, not a huge wholesale change, but it's going to be enough to take the edge off. So instead of these highs near 100, heat index near 115, any of that nonsense, we're going to be looking at highs in the mid to upper 80s or 90s, and heat index somewhere in the low mid 90s. It'll be much more comfortable and tolerable after that front moves through. All right, temperatures now are still in the 80s, going through 10 o'clock. It's 84 in Fort Smith and 83 in Bentonville. Current feels like temperature. That heat index is still close to about 90 or so. Low temperatures later on tonight. Again, they're only falling down into the 70s for lows at about 3 a.m. We're still in the 70s. Looking ahead to the next 7 days, our overnight lows are still going to be warm for about the next 2 nights in the mid-70s. Then we go into the 60s, low 60s. This is an indication that we do have some slightly lower humidity on the way in. And most high temperatures next week in northwest Arkansas should be in the mid-80s, which is more comfortable and a little bit better than those mid and upper 90s that we've been experiencing. In the River Valley, we're still close to 100 here for about 2 more days with mostly sunny skies, some scattered rain chances moving in, and then low 90s, which is still hot, but a little less hot than what we have coming up.
And the low temperatures in the 60s, it must mean a little bit of less humidity, I hope.
Yeah, and that really means the best weather is going to be early in the day in the morning. Morning temperatures are going to be the best here after Sunday into next week.
Set that alarm early, huh?
Yeah, get up early.
All right, well, we are digging down deep, and if there's anything I've known about Garrett for the last 20 years, it's he knows how to shovel it. For this week's Adventure Arkansas.
150 feet, right?
That's right.
Garrett takes us to the center of the state to Titan Ranch.
Adventure Arkansas, sponsored by Crabtree RV.
Just north of Conway, Arkansas, near a town called Holland, you might find some cattle or farmland along the side of Highway 36. But off the highway is where we found James Copeland. James found the most unique of jobs after answering a job posting on workcamper.com.
Said that if you ever wanted to work at a Titan II missile silo, and I said, yes, sign me up. So that's how I got here.
Titan II, the largest and the most powerful ballistic missile in our arsenal.
It's an Arkansas ranch, but not your typical Arkansas ranch.
We're here at Titan Ranch, which was a decommissioned nuclear missile silo, a Titan II nuclear missile silo, and it has now been turned into an Airbnb.
G.T. Hill is the man behind the 11-year-long project to excavate a decommissioned nuclear silo, which he originally planned to turn into a home. His YouTube channel, Death Wears Bunny Slippers, documents the unearthing of this doomsday bunker. Everything from rebuilding the access portal to scrapping the metal, to the time 250 tons of water nearly killed him when the blast door was first opened. We follow James 150 feet underground Arkansas and beyond the two 6,000-pound blast doors to a 4,000-square-foot living space. From here, we go into a cableway tunnel into level 2, the first bedroom. It's the command center where nuclear launch codes would have sent the 150-ton nuclear warhead across the world at 1,500 miles an hour.
This whole thing is held from the ceiling on springs.
Yes, springs. The silo floors are suspended by springs, allowing the structure to sway freely if a nuclear blast detonated in Arkansas. Up the stairs and inside the silo dome has been converted from military sleeping quarters into a bougie bedroom bunker, complete with a king-size bed suspended from the wall, double sinks, standalone bathtub, and a massive multi-directional shower. At the bottom of the silo is where you'll find the full kitchen and the theater room. And if you're wondering, yes, the movie War Games is included in the Airbnb rental. If you had an actual emergency down here, you can still get out of the silo using the original escape hatch. Titan Ranch just opened as an Airbnb in November of 2020.
I think the coolest thing about this is being able to share it, because it is a piece of our American heritage, it's a piece of history, and, sure, you can turn it into a home and share it with your close friends, but this way we get to share it literally with the world.
A piece of Arkansas history turned Airbnb with some timeless advice from the Whopper on how to avoid nuclear war or even political conflicts on your Facebook page. From deep underground, the heart of Arkansas, I'm Garrett Lewis, 5 News.
I'll be the first to tell you, I had no idea there was that kind of a silo north of Conway.
It's wild to see it. It's underground. The missile part hasn't been excavated, so they have like a bilge holding that back, but there's another cableway tunnel which goes over to that. That's their next project. But as far as like getting into the tunnel, the main entrance area, and then over into where the silo is, it's just fascinating to see that history. That's the only one that you can actually stay in as far as the Titan II silo goes. You can go into another one in Arizona near Tucson if you're ever out that way.
I just love the concept of taking a missile silo and making it into an Airbnb. Yeah. Is that where you're going after Friday?
Yeah,
Back there?
Underground.
All right, Garrett, great story still to come on your 5 News at 10 when Moses Moody was selected in the first round of the NBA draft. What were Eric Musselman and the rest of the team doing? Jacob shows us next.
Venture Arkansas, sponsored by Crabtree RV Center.